it's Bertina with the New You Self Care and Wellness Center. And I'm here to talk about what you can do with Reiki. In the last podcast episode, we talked about what Reiki is. We discussed how it's universal energy, it comes from the universe, goes through you, and helps your body or your client's body relax and allows the immune system to kind of do what it's supposed to do in the first place. It helps de stress you, it helps relax you, it helps you with a lot of different other things that kind of balance your mind, body, and soul. But afterwards, I got some questions with what specifically can I do with it? So, what I thought I would do is just spend today talking about what you can do with Reiki. So, the first thing I always teach my students is Reiki 1, and that certification is available online and on Zoom and in person at different times. And that's available on my website at anewyouselfcare.com. But Reiki 1 certification is really about you. You learn more about your body. You learn how to read your energy. You learn how to know when your body isn't exactly right, whether it's your mind, your physical aspect of yourself, your spiritual aspect, and then how to get it back into balance. That sounds kind of simple, and it really is, but at the same time, there's a lot of work that you have to do in order to do this. The self healing comes in lots of different ways. Journaling while sending Reiki to your journal. Doing self healing by using Reiki on different parts of your body. Is your heart hurt because of a breakup? Is your body sore from a workout? Is your mind tired just because of all that's going on? And I teach you how to send Reiki from the universe to your parts of your body. It really allows your body to heal. It's like yoga. When you are doing restorative yoga, and especially when you add Reiki with the restorative yoga, it allows your cortisol levels to decrease. As your cortisol levels decrease, stress levels decrease. And when stress levels decrease, your immune system can actually do its job. Some of the problems of our health today is stress, and stress blocks what we do naturally. Now, as I said in the first episode, Reiki is a complementary process, a complementary medicine, or what is the word? A complementary addition to the Western medicine, which means that you just don't go out here and get rid of everything, but you do start with relaxing, de stressing, meditating, zoning in on your body, journaling with your mind, relaxing your mind, letting things go. It's great with shadow work. If you're working with a therapist or doing shadow work on your own, Reiki really helps you heal yourself in the fact that you begin to love who you are and let go of some of the things that happen, with trust and as a child and things like that. You also learn how to feed your aura, how to feel your aura, how to find lumps and bumps and things that need to be filled. You also can feel cords that need to be cut. You also can feel attachments from people or emotions or relationships that you've had in the past that you can let go of. And Reiki can help that spot feel better. You can balance your chakras. Whether it's yourself or clients, you can learn to see your chakras, see if they are slow, they're kind of stuck, if they're not moving at all, or if they're moving too fast. Many times we talk about chakras being stuck, but sometimes when they're going too fast, it causes you to go too much in the opposite direction. Reiki, yoga, chakras, meditation, it's all about balance. Now, also, we do learn how to um, send Reiki to pregnant women and children. A lot of times, if mom and dads understand Reiki and learn how to send the energy to their baby, it does help with the calming environment. It does help with childbirth. It does help relax the mother and relax the child. And when that's happening, birth is more natural and more simple. I also use Reiki for food. I try not to eat meat, but I do. Because of medical reasons, I can't eat some other food. So it's really hard for me sometimes. So if you have an issue with eating meat, sometimes sending Reiki to the animal that's on your plate, releasing any trauma that they may have suffered by sacrificing themselves for you, or releasing any additives, hormones, things like that that may be in the food, releasing or healing the salads, the plants, the toxins, all of the poisons that we have in the air really does help for you to have a healthier food. You can send Reiki to your house, your car for protection. You can send it to the past to help work with the shadow work, but you can send it to the future if you're nervous about a job interview or something coming up, sending Reiki there to where you can receive it and it can help calm you for the job interview. As a teacher, I would use Reiki in my classroom. I would use a pendulum to help spread the Reiki around the room so that when students came in, especially on the first day, when they're extremely nervous, extremely stressed, they don't know what's going on, everything's different, just calming that energy down with Reiki. And that really, really does help a lot. I've had students go, "Oh, your classroom feels so calm. I feel very peaceful here." And that's what it does. That's what Reiki does. I do paranormal investigations. I do house cleansings. So I use Reiki to help cleanse houses, especially when people move into a house or they just need a house cleansing. I do help use Reiki to help loved ones as they near the time to pass on, and also the spirits that are here to be able to pass on. Sometimes people get stuck here. They want to maybe tell a message to their family, or maybe they just don't even understand that they've already passed. So Reiki helps that process of them healing and moving on. Now, that's a lot of what I do for me, but I also take on clients. You can do clients distantly or in person, and that's something that you learn in Reiki too, is how to send chi balls, how to send Reiki to other people, how to send it out to the world, how to help send Reiki for peace for the animals in the world, for the forest, and just the earth itself, all the chaos and negativity in the world, just to try to send peace. If I like to do Reiki shares where we all get together and we send Reiki to a spot or a time just to try to give peace. The last few years have been very daunting, to say the least, and we all just need to feel a little peace and love. So, with my clients, I can do it on Zoom or in person, and you can too when you learn Reiki too. You can just do a basic traditional Reiki meditation where they learn to relax and you send the energy from the universe through you and allow Reiki to go where it needs to go, because Reiki knows where it needs to go and knows where it's needed. So that's a very simple one. I will also balance chakras, cleanse auras, cut cords, um, work with past life regressions with clients, work with past life readings, tarot readings, oracle card readings, intuitive things, help them set up self care rituals. There's everything. I also use Reiki for my yoga classes during the meditations. I send Reiki to my clients. During Shavasana, they receive Reiki from me as well. And then when we had yoga in person and I was doing adjustments and I was helping people with alignments, they knew that Reiki would be coming through my hands and they would feel the warmth and they would feel the peace and everything that goes with it. I use Reiki to with journaling, with self-care, and I also do animal Reiki, where I work with animals and help the animals communicate with them and then send the Reiki with them to where they can share the Reiki with other animals. And just imagine how many animals just spread it from one to the other and just the peace and the healing. I also work with angels. I work with fairies. My angel Reiki class is probably my most popular class. It's where you learn how to call in angels and work with them with yourself, as well as working with them with clients. So it's mostly Michael for strength and power and protection, Gabrielle for messages, Raphael for healing, and Uriel for understanding and putting it all together. So this is just a few of the things that you learn in my Reiki classes. Reiki 1 certification is self-healing and a little bit of starting to work with families. Reiki 2 certification is working with clients, learning distant Reiki, learning about Reiki boxes, learning more about a little bit advanced. Then I have spiritual Reiki that focuses on intuition. That's the aromatherapy, the tarot cards, the chakra cards, the past life regressions, and things like that. I have angel Reiki and animal Reiki that are, self-explanatory. And then I have Reiki Master and Teacher, where I teach you kind of the more in depth of Reiki, where you can pass it on to your own students. So drop me a question down in the comments section if you have any questions. Talk to me about what you want to know more about with Reiki. How would you use Reiki? Basically, Reiki for me is used every day. There's the 5 principles of Reiki that we'll talk about in the next podcast. And from the 5 principles, you kind of learn that it is something that you do every day. It's not just something that I go, hey, I'm going to have a Reiki session. Yeah, that's good. I mean, when you go to a massage therapist, you can talk to them about doing Reiki. If I'm going to do work with a client, I can talk to them about doing Reiki. But every morning when I get up, I may have a crystal there that I use for Reiki. And we'll talk about crystals in spiritual Reiki, how they can help your body heal itself. I talk about in my classes the legal ramifications, what you can and can't do, what you can and can't promise. We are not doctors or mental health therapists. We are just allowing the body to relax, to de-stress, and do what it does naturally. And then if it needs help from Western medicine, that is great. But we do everything we can before we go to that. So if you have any questions, you can email me at anewuselfcare@gmail.com. You can check out my website at anewuselfcare.com. You can click there and then click for online certifications and see all of my online certifications that are Reiki, as well as the Nurturing Your Inner Child Shadow Work class. And then just follow me on Facebook just to see all the different classes that I have. So if you have any questions, comments, or anything, just put them in the bottom, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a wonderful day.